Hey everyone, my name is Salam SK for Whiskey and RPGs, and today it's 9 o'clock as of this recording. It's still way too early to be drinking right now, so I got my iced coffee. Hope it doesn't really make anyone too disappointed. And so, I don't know, maybe I should just rename this channel to Selected Beverages and RPGs. That's kind of dumb, but anyways, we got a lot to talk about, so thank you for joining me, and let's get started. Cheers, guys. So the big news today, or rather a few days ago, is from Pearl Abyss. They announced the day Black Desert Online Mobile will be released, which will be December 11th, 2019 for both the iOS and Android. And I know, I'm talking about a mobile game, but that's just how the Mafia works. The game will be free to play and be very similar to Black Desert Online that's already out for the PC and consoles. It will also be open world and be real-time action combat oriented. Now obviously it can't be exact copy of the original game. There's only so much a mobile device can handle, but judging from the gameplay that's already released from Korea, it's probably one of the best, if not the best looking game for mobile devices in my opinion. That being said, one of the differences that I found in my own little research that I've gathered is their camp system. It looks like you could make your very own instanced housing where you can decorate and hire workers, something you could already do in the original, but not in a condensed place such as this one. If you can't wait, you can pre-register for the game and you get a copy of Black Desert Online for PC or console, your choice, for absolutely free. So to kind of digress just a little bit, I'm still not a huge mobile gaming kind of person, but it does still have a place in my gaming experience and collection. I play a lot of Epic 7 and King's Raid, just to name a couple, and I'm really hoping this game has potential. But I'll mention the elephant in the room, which is, will the game be free to play? As of now, I don't know. Now, I still play BDO for the PC, I main a Musa, and even though I love this game, I don't defend the accusations that its cash shop is pay to win, or at least pay for convenience. They have a lot of items such as pets and various buffs you get from armor skins and costumes. But the game does a lot of things right, and I'm willing to overlook a lot of their annoyances. From what I gathered though, BDO Mobile is more profitable than the PC and the console versions of the game, but more on that on later episodes. It's not really an argument, but could be worse. Bless Online, anyone? World of Warcraft is back on top. Well, technically it was always on top, but recent earnings report, World of Warcraft Classic gave a huge boost to Blizzard's quarterly earnings report. Something I normally wouldn't cover or nor know about, but thankfully MMORPG.com covered it. I don't know why he has one leg. Maybe it's a bean thing. That's just how the Mafia works. The report in quotes says, in Q3, World of Warcraft Classic drove the biggest quarterly increase to subscription plans in franchise history in both West and East. Part of the better than expected financial results were also from the release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Wait, you mean players still want single player campaigns? I'll link the report down in the description for you guys to take a look, but it's good to see some good news from them considering the bad press that they received over the past few months. So good on them. I'm only covering this because it has a weird name, an interesting name at least. I hope companies at least don't make a habit of making weird titles like this, but in my case it got my attention. From what I gathered, it's called Voidterium, but it spells like void, lowercase t, capital R, lowercase o. Anyways, it's being developed by a company called Nippon Ichi, and judging from the trailer, I could honestly say it's not really my cup of tea. It's super gloomy and the premise only reinforces it. I can't read Japanese, so I'm just reading off the translation provided by RPGsite.net. You play as the last surviving girl on a polluted planet, and you have a robot companion that helps you create Terrium that helps her survive. But if you're into that sort of thing and or you like the art direction, let me know if you plan on playing it. It's slated to release on January 23rd of 2020 on the PS4 and Nintendo Switch. Now, this one kind of caught me off guard. That's because Dark Age of Camelot is going free to play today, but my assumption was that the game was already free to play. The game is probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest, MMORPG that's still running, second only to Ultima Online. This comes from the Endless Conquest update. From what I gathered from MassivelyOP.com, they're adapting a hybrid system, they're adapting the hybrid free-to-play system where you could play for free with some restrictions. If you played before and it's been more than 180 days, your account will be eligible to play for free. Trade skills will also be locked out, some classes are also locked out, and home ownership will not be available either. Massively compared their new system to Ultima Online's, but I would also include Star Wars or Old Republic into that comparison. Now, personal opinion here, I'm not a huge fan of this kind of business model. I feel as though this quote free-to-play aspect of the game end quote is nothing more than a glorified free trial, essentially forcing players to sub, or else it will take any given task much longer and more difficult if you could even do them at all. I mean, look at Star Wars or Old Republic's escrow credit system to give you an example, but I digress. But even still, as an MMO fan, I'm still super excited to see games such as this going on and being able to fill a small but large enough niche. I'll give it a try, but I personally doubt if I'll ever really get into the game. Being the graphic snob that I am, the game hasn't really aged that well, and it kind of shows, but again, that's just my personal tastes. If you enjoy it, let me know what you love about this game, and maybe even change my mind. Anyways, guys, that wraps it up for today's MMO and RPG news, and I just want to say that I do appreciate you guys checking out my channel, and of course, you know, the whole obligatory please subscribe and leave a like and all that stuff, but in my case, I really do mean it. I really hope that you do, just because I'm up to, I believe, 13 subscribers. That's probably 13 more than I would have expected, to be honest with you. But in any event, thanks again. I really do appreciate all the support so far, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.